Hey, how's it going, folks? Long time no see. Nice hot day today, and it was a long day for me. Okay, well, it wasn't a pleasant day because the guy responsible for lying to get me thrown in jail was on the property today, and after he left, I just had a funny suspicion he was going to call the cops on me because that's every time he's around, I have to worry about that. So, I went on my computer and I looked up the police calls for around the time he was here and he left. And I did find an interesting call for car 7, which is the car that responds for him nowadays. The number one car used to be car 5. It's car 7. And I'm going to take this. Well, let me see here. I don't know if I want to take the camera down. Let me see here. Yeah. Let me take this camera down. And so you can hear the audio. This laptop's not very loud. Actually, I think he's going to have to put the camera over here. Live stream, that's what I'm looking at. All right, I think this is the call. Oh, wait a second.
Six phone up. Everyone. Six phone up. Tower.
Hang on a
Serena. Everyone.
Second.
You're calling in 370.
There it is right here.
Everyone.
So let's go back.
6 to 7. I should be outside. If you want to take one of the other calls.
Okay, car 6 to car 7, saying car 7 can take one of the other calls. They're very, very busy. This is at 7:37 p.m. So it's 7:38, 15 or 19, one of those things. Car 7 takes another call. And notice how they dispatch the call by the last 3 digits of the complaint number. Listen and I'll play it. That usually only means one thing. That, along with car 7, means one thing, that it's for the guy that the Amherst Police are always covering up his crimes and not charging him for obvious proven crimes that he makes that endangers the entire town of Amherst. And the cops have been covering up for him for over 2 years. And this is almost the 2-year anniversary. May 22nd, 2023, the police used his lie to throw me in jail overnight and charged me for over 4 months with harassing him. And they withheld evidence that proved I was innocent and proved this guy had yet again lied to him for like over the 100th time. He lied to the Amherst Police, and they just cover up for him. So that's going to be on May the 22nd is when this thing happened. He had no criminal background until then. The cops came and basically kidnapped me, put me in jail overnight, and charged me on the basis of someone that's extremely mentally ill that they cover up for all the time. I have documented well over 100 fake mental welfare calls, and I'm sure he's doing them where he lives now. And this was probably one of them right here that I'm going to play.
10-4, ready where you need me.
Hey, Wes. I'm calling in 370.
10-4.
I'm calling in 370.
6 to 7, I should be outside. If you want to take one of the other calls. 10-4, ready where you need me.
Hey, Wes. I'm calling in 370. I'm calling in 370.
All right, there you go. Call in 370. I think I played that enough times. That is typical for this person that the Amherst Police have used against me to harass the crap out of me, basically torture me for 2 years between him and his father. This is all because MJ Peterson has the power to control the police in Amherst. And MJ Peterson wanted me out of this building for retaliation for me being outspoken about how they treat tenants in the building. They don't like complainers. They especially didn't like me for posting stuff on them on YouTube. So this is what they've been doing to me. So there you go, car 7. Taking a call in 370. And I know who that was for. And I'll read the comments. I add this to my list of his calls. Because I don't know of anybody else that they would dispatch car 7 and only give the last 3 digits of the complaint number. I don't know of anybody else. They're obviously trying to hide the calls because the call a couple of days ago, they didn't dispatch by the complaint number. They used his name, and I'm sure they were expecting me not to know about that call, but fortunately, I have sources, so I found out about the call and actually used his name. So now they're going back to using the last 3 digits complaint number. Eventually, all this is going to come out. Eventually, the newspaper or someone's going to cover it. I assume the FBI or someone's already investigating this police department because they're so corrupt. And it's not just the police department. It's the courts also. So there you go. More. I guess they feel they need to keep covering up because they never know when I'm listening or when I figure out that there's been a call, But that's the risk I put up with living in this place. That's the risk I've had to put up with for almost 2 years now, thanks to MJ Peterson and the Amherst Police conspiring. You never know when this guy's going to call the police on someone. Yeah, so if you're in Audubon, if you see the cops coming all the time, whereas before they didn't come that often, I can tell you why. I have documentation to prove it. You might want to keep your kids out of elementary school playgrounds because you never know if someone's might be wandering around doing drugs, like the documented call I have, saying he thought he was in elementary school and he was doing drugs. And what did the Amherst Police do? They said, we talked to him on the phone and he's all right. Yeah, okay. That's what they do when someone calls in and says they're doing drugs. They think they're around elementary school. The Amherst cops call him on the phone and tell me he's all right because they came here and told the tenants to call them if they see him. So I didn't see him directly, but 2 people I know saw him in the elevator and said he looked extremely high. And so I called in and said he was back here. I asked, you want to come back and talk to him? And they said, no, we talked to him on the phone. He's fine. There you go, folks. Amherst cops at their finest covering up for the criminals that they used to harass me and try and get me evicted. Have a good night.